while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participant and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of our Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM. Good morning to you on your Thursday, August 18, 2016. This is Community Conversations. I wonder in the studio with you flying solo once again. Shout out to my partner, Quabila Harden. She is not in the studio with us today. So today we're going to start off though with an interview that we did a couple weeks back for an episode of Council Conversations. Council Conversations is a show on Jonesboro Channel 24 in which I interview members of the Jonesboro City Council. We record the interviews and then they air just randomly on 24. In fact, I've got one coming up this Friday with the new councilman, Mr. Bobby Long, but the one that we're going to air today is with Councilman Chris Gibson. So we're going to get ready to play that. They're doing the same thing. I don't have a guest, so I'm just going to sit and talk to you about some news going on in Jonesboro, and I'll take your calls. So let's go ahead and get the interview with Jonesboro City Councilman Chris Gibson. This is Community Conversations, and this is KLEK 102.5 FM. And this we have Mr. Chris Gibson.
I'm in Ward 3, Seat 2, which is, it actually starts around the Jonesboro landmass as far as Wardsville. I've been in Jonesboro all my life. I'm a lifelong resident, graduated of Jonesboro High School and Arkansas State University, where I got my degree in exercise physiology and went on to get my MBA in healthcare administration. And I currently am the regional director of
Want to get it
approached by one of the candidates. We sustained growth over the course of the last years. We're active in the bicycle community here and look at highways and roads. We certainly need to give more attention to our ditches. We, as you all well know, the entire city of Jonesboro actually is in a flood thing. I think that's true, but I think we've got to make great strides in our infrastructure to be able to handle the growth that we've sustained over the last 8 years and the increased growth. You know, we are blessed. I think the last few years and the Greensboro and their population, I just think we're going to have to look at something
that you want to be on the lookout for.
Community. I think the way they shook the sugar tree might have been overreaching a bit. But the ball rolling, the street department. I mean, we're also to the increases, and I want to do it small. Something has got to
fire and other city employees as well.
I am on record of saying that, but as I said, I can't do it in our growth.
And that's understandable because if the city's bankrupt, then nobody gets paid.
Exactly.
Continue to grow, and not only to continue to grow, but to be best equipped to handle that growth.
You know, I in my opinion, I think lanes where we can, we need.
What do you think is the best?
This particular
certainly a potential solution, and I think that's what it's all about. Is you have a problem or a situation, and people coming together with ideas and taking the best of
the situation that we're in. Have a strong start. I see is continued growth. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. When I would, if you have ideas to move this.
Last time you went to the store with your wife. I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Go vote. This is a reminder from Cheryl Underwood Radio.
I'm a supporter of KLEK 2829 Redwood Boulevard. Starks offers clean, reliable. Starks also offers no hassle pricing, friendly service, low financing options with approved credit without stress. At Starks, you're always family, and our motto is we never say no. 870-203-9980. StarksAutoPlaza.com.
New St. John Missionary Baptist Church, 308 North Main Street in Jonesboro, is under the direction of Reverend Ted T. Taylor Sr. Worship services are Sundays at 11 o'clock a.m. Sunday school is on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. Prayer service is Wednesday nights at 6:30, and Bible class is on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. New St. John also has stjohn.org. New St. John Missionary Baptist Church on Facebook, 870-9.
The community 771080 or email us at klek@klekfm.org. In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to community conversation, KLEK 102.5 FM.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. Taylor is in the studio with you, flying solo today. I mean flying solo, I mean absolutely solo. Don't have a co-host, so it could be hard. Don't have a guest, but it is all good. I'm going to still talk to you, the Jonesboro community today. Before we went to break, we had an interview with Jonesboro City Councilman Chris Gibson, which we pre-recorded earlier. And some of the issues that were discussed in that interview are relevant in the news today, such as the police salaries. We'll get to that in just a moment. There was an article in the Jonesboro Sun and other media outlets about the recent proposed step process for police officers in the Jonesboro Police Department. I'll pass along some information about that. And also, here we have news. The Place Convention Center broke ground recently. We have some people who have announced for mayor. So we've got a lot of things on the news. So let's just go ahead and start with the mayor's race. This is shaping up to be a very interesting mayoral race for the city of Jonesboro. We have 5 candidates that have declared for mayor. Of course, we have the current incumbent mayor, Harold Perrin. He has announced his candidacy for re-election, but challenging him will be, I'm looking on this list, Nathan Coleman, who is a local police officer, Amanda Donovan, Elwood, and just announced is former state representative Harold Copenhaver. And that's a name that, I was hearing about for a while. They were running for mayor, and he recently made it official. So those are the candidates that are going to be running for mayor. And we're planning on having each candidate right here on Community Conversation to talk to you, the listeners, so that you can ask them questions and let them know your concerns. Because, like I always say, it's very important to vote. We say in our fraternity, Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, a voteless people is a hopeless people. Didn't mean to cough on air. But it's important to vote, especially on the local level, because these are the people who make the decisions for you on a daily basis. The decisions that they make have an immediate impact upon you. I'm going to give you an example, which actually helped me transition into the next thing we want to talk about. For example, the mayor hires the department heads, such as the police chief and the fire chief. So let's say if one of the challengers to Mayor Perrin wins the election, well, he or she, they can appoint their own department heads, their own police chief, fire chief, parks director, anybody for those positions. And those people who are in those positions can then set the tone for those departments, and those decisions they make on a daily basis directly affect you. So that's something that you have to keep in mind when you step into the voting booth to make decisions. Of course, because of KLEK 102.5 FM and the Voice of Arkansas Minority Health Councilors, we will not tell you who to vote for, but we do strongly encourage you to vote so that you can let your voice be known. Also, another thing that I'm very proud of, there are several efforts throughout the city of Jonesboro to get people registered to vote. I know one is going on by the Craighead County chapter of the NAACP. There's one by the Black Business Association of Jonesboro. I know some of the fraternities and sororities are conducting voter registrations as well. And that's very important because, once again, it is where you vote and make your voice known. Let's go ahead and move on to the topic of police. And I'm just going to go through my notes. I got notes all over the place. So I'm going to provide this information from the Jonesboro Sun. Again, this has been a topic that has been discussed for a while about police salaries. There is a plan in place, and it has been progressing through the city council to give step increases to the police department. So I'm going to go ahead and read this information. This comes from the Jonesboro Sun. The average year raise would be $2,848, but the highest for patrol officers would be $7,718. The average raise for sergeants is $5,366, but one sergeant whose salary had lagged far behind others will receive a raise of $10,478. Then it goes on to say the starting salary for a patrol officer would increase from $32,400 to $34,500. Then after the officer completes a full year, the officer would receive a $1,700 step increase, and then the next raise would come. You have to bear with me on this because this writing is a little small. In 5, 7, 10, and 20 years, and then a patrolman would top out at $51,600. Then going on to sergeants, under the plan, the starting salary for a sergeant would be $52,000. Then they would get $1,000 raises after 1, 3, and 5 years, and the sergeant would then receive $2,500 after 7 years, and then they would max out after 10 years at $60,000. Moving on, for a lieutenant starts off at $61,000 with $2,000 raises after 1 and 3 years. After 5 years, a lieutenant would then get a $2,500 raise, with the lieutenant salary maxing out at $78,000 after 7 years. For a captain, the starting salary would be $71,000, and then go up to $73,000 after the first year, $75,000 after 3 years, and then they would top out at $81,000 after 5 years. The assistant chief would start at $82,000, then increase to $84,500 at 1 year, go up to $87,000 after 3 years, and then they would max out at $92,000 after 5 years. The chief would start off at $96,000, which under its current salary would be a $9,621 increase. The chief would then receive $3,000 after 1 and 3 years, and then the chief would top out at $180,000 after 5 years. So that is the proposed step plan for the Jonesboro Police Department. Of course, we'll stay on top of that as that progresses on the City Council. And that information that I just provided to you was provided by the Jonesboro. So phone lines are open at 870-277-1080 if you want to talk about this or any subject. The only thing I ask is that you do keep it clean. We are on the public airwaves, as my girl Sharon would say, but you want to talk about something that's something on your mind, and once again, that phone is 870-277-1080. We're also live streaming on Facebook. If you want to watch me in the studio, you can comment on the page as well, and we can just talk about whatever. And we have a comment like it pulls up, because the way Facebook works live is you have to wait until you actually see the. Roxy Crawford says, "I hate going to the store in my life." Well, I don't know what to tell you, Roxy. I don't know. We'll pray. Thanks for the comment. Live radio 870-277-1080. Yes, that's the number in which you can call in live. Let's move on to the convention center. Recently, the Hyatt place that's out there off of I-555, and that's been a long time coming. And so had the groundbreaking. Many community leaders were there, and they're going to get the convention center up and running by February of 2018. So just be on the lookout for that. Don't have any plans or any news on the ASU Convention Center, and there are plans to still build it. You know, that was something that former Chancellor Tim Hudson was very much in favor of, but they're still going to continue that, although Dr. Hudson is no longer the Chancellor. Of course, let's move on and talk about some things going on with KLEK. Of course, KLEK got a lot of events coming up, and we hope that you support each and every one of these events, because the events are KLEK fundraisers. These aren't just events that we put on just because we can, just because we want to. We put these events on so that we can continue to get the funding to operate to keep this station going. As you know, KLEK is a non-commercial, non-profit radio. You know, one thing, when people hear the term non-profit, they think, no, non-profit doesn't win. For all my people that are involved in the non-profit, you know what I'm talking about. Non-profit simply means that at the end of the day, after all your expenses are paid, all your bills are paid, you don't get to take extra money and put it in your pocket. You know, you have to either give it away or you have to put it back into the operation for expensive upgrades. So basically, we still have, as nonprofits, we still have to get money to keep going. It doesn't mean that, hey, if we make it amount of money, we can take the extra, put it in our pocket. No, it don't work that way. It just means that we have to just take the money and either give away. And some nonprofits do it in the form of scholarships or endowments or other kind of things, or some take the and reinvest it back into the nonprofit. But anyway, getting back into our fundraisers, our first one is on 26th at the Epic Center. It is the KLEK Lip Sync Battle, and it's going to start at 7 o'clock p.m. So you don't even have to sing to get in on this. If you can just pretend that you sing, you can release your inner Millie. And of course, if you want to enter that, you can go on our website, klekfm.org, to register. It's only a $10 registration fee for 1 to 2 people, $25 fee if it's a group of 3 to 5 people, and $50 if it's a group of 5 or more people. So it comes out to around about $10 per person to register. And of course, make it creative. If you got costumes, if you got props, now the only prop that you can't use fire or pyrotechnics. That's not allowed. But if you got some props, bring them on stage. Put on your best performance. Like my girl, Mrs. Farrell, she's gonna be Diana Ross. She's just looking for some members to join her as Supreme. So that is the KLEK Lip Sync Battle, Friday, August 26th, 7 o'clock p.m. at the Epic Center. Of course, if you don't want to participate, you just want to sit in the crowd and enjoy it, it is $5 to get in. So hopefully we will see you there. And then our next one after that is the A-State Home Game After Party for grown folks 25 and up at Legends 10. And of course, we're going to do this after every home game. Ladies, before 11 o'clock p.m. Now, that's going to be most events. Now, there will be some events we have an artist performing and apply. I'll talk about that just in a second. But we will be at Legends 1025 after every home game. And like I said, this is for grown folks, so we're not doing 21 and up. We are doing 25 and up. So we're going to make sure that we keep it grown and sexy, like they say. And looking at the schedule, we've got September 2nd, Toledo. September 24th, UCA. Now, I will make an announcement on that September 24th date. We will have an artist and a live band at Legends 1025. We will have Billy Jones Blues announced. We're going to get some band with him. We're going to have tickets on sale. We'll probably have them on the website today or tomorrow. It will be $10 in advance and $20 at the door. So if you've been waiting to see a live band, or if you came to our Night of Southern Soul and you had a good time, well, mark your calendars for September 24th, as we will bring that Billy Jones Blues live band. It will be an event where the ladies free before 11 o'clock. We'll have to apply. So ladies, if you want to get on that one, you'll have to get a ticket. Of course, on these events, music by my guy DJ Sharkzilla, hosted by Mr. Chu. We will have a live broadcast on KLK 102.5 FM from about 9 to 11, maybe 9 if I'm feeling good. And of course, that is 10:25 after every A-State home game. Moving on, our night of adult poetry and spoken word for the mature crowd. That's right. We do these poetry events at Whistle Stop Bistro Catering about every month. Well, the last one we did it for the kids, and the kids actually did a very great job. They actually represented well, and they performed well. But we're going to remix this time. We're going to do it for the grown folks, which means that you got to be 18 and up there. And that's some folks say, 18 ain't grown. Well, legally yes, because at 18 you can serve in the military, and you can go off to war, and the possibility does exist that you can get killed. So 18 is legally grown, but 18 and up, adult poetry, and that goes down September 17th at Whistle Stop Bistro and Catering. And once again, it will be for the mature crowd. No topic is off limits. So I'm going to go ahead and warn you now. You come out to that event, you may hear some of the poets talk about sex. You may hear some of the poets talk about controversy. You may even hear a cuss word or two. That's why it's for the mature crowd. So if that kind of bothers you, we do thank you for supporting KLK, but that may not be the event for you. But if you are looking for some adult spoken word, some growth poetry, September 17th, it goes down to Stop Bistro Catering. And of course, there will be open mic and karaoke. So, you can get in, you can sing as well. And tickets are $12, and that does include your meal, and we'll have tickets on our website, klekfm.org. They also stop. It will be $15 at the door, so we hope to see you there once again September 17th night of adult poetry, spoken word, open mic, karaoke for the crowd. And then our next event after that will be our community park sale plus pancake breakfast. You may remember we had one a few months back. This will stop being store catering. Well, we're gonna bring it back again. So if you have a closet or stuff that you need to get rid of, then mark your calendars for October 1st, and you can bring your stuff out and sell it and make you a little extra money. It's only $10 to reserve space. Just give us a call at KLE. You can give us a call if you got something that is on your mind at 870-277-1080. Once again, the phone number is 870-277-1080. Once again, community parking sale plus pancake breakfast to October 1st. We'll also stop Bistro and Catering at 435 East Ellington Avenue. And while you're checking out all of the various goods and items that people have for sale, you can enjoy a hot pancake breakfast, which will include 3 pancakes or biscuit and gravy, bacon and sausage, scrambled eggs, coffee or tea. And of course, if you want to eat, then it's $7 in advance and $10 at the door. So we have a lot of stuff we have tickets for. I gotta get to work to put all these tickets on our website. But you can purchase tickets for any of our on our website, which is klekfm.org. And then moving on to our next event that we have scheduled, ASU Homecoming Week. Mark your calendars, October 13th. The inspirational gospel stage play, What Don't Kill Me Makes Me Stronger. 3 reasons for a challenge to cope with cancer, drugs, and rape. And soon learn that what don't kill me make me stronger. That's going to go down at the Epic Center, 1899 CR 333. Hasbrook Road, 2 shows, 6 and 8:30. Tickets for that are $10 in advance and $20 at the door. So if you've been waiting for an inspirational gospel stage play, then you'll definitely want to mark your calendar for A-State Homecoming Weekend, Friday, October 14th. So those are our KLEK fundraisers. As you see, we have other because we do believe in educating, entertaining, and empowering the community. And of course, like I said, once again, these events are KLEK funds. The funds from these events allows us to stay on the air so that we continue to provide programs such as community conversations, in which we can connect you, the listening audience, to people in the Jonesboro community that are trying to make a difference. It is all that it is going down. Most of you that may not know me, I'm actually not a very talkative person. I need to sit and talk for minutes at a time, but it is. Let's go ahead and get back into the news. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to go on KT's pages. What's going on, and continue to talk to you guys about listen to KLK 102.5 FM. This is Community Conversations. Kato Wonder is in the studio with you, and I've got the KAID website pulled up. Shout out to all of the people. Methamphetamine in the Jones seized nearly 100 pounds of methamphetamine worth $9 million. So, at the Valley View, come out your information, or you can go on the website, jonesboropolice.com. Minorities and women are on the 26th and September 17th. Valley View are due by the 15th at 5 p.m. So, if you've been thinking about serving your community, then consider joining the Jonesboro Police Department. Or if you want to know more about the Jonesboro Police Department, but you don't want to become an officer, consider the Citizens Police Academy. You can also contact JPD or contact Sergeant Cassandra Brandon. She'll be happily able to provide the information for you. I did the Citizens Police Academy. It is a great way to learn about police, what they do, and why they do it. And it will definitely give you a different perspective as far as the job that police officers do. So again, if you're just curious, then I would strongly encourage you to do that. It is going down. All right, we're gonna get ready to go to a break. I'm sure you probably are tired of hearing me talk, and it'll give me a chance to catch my breath. You're listening to Community Conversations, and this is KLEK 102.5 FM.
We'll be right back. With money matters, I'm Alfred Edmond. A lot of evidence is a major factor in the capacity to build lasting, multi-generational wealth. However, there will be times in your life when renting just makes more sense. Here are some smart financial moves to make when renting. The time to work out your budget is before signing a rental agreement, not after. With a rental agreement, more than 30% of your monthly pay should go to housing and utilities combined. Then 80% for food, clothing, transportation, entertainment, miscellaneous expenses, and of course, savings. Before moving in, inquire approximately utilities cost per month and add them to your rent in order to gain a realistic financial picture. Unless your utilities are included in the rent, make sure your use on the utilities is credit. I'm Mal Redmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority.
We also have fundraiser.
Conversations. You're the one that is in the studio with you, flying solo today. I don't have my co-host with me, Kubila Harlan, but she should be back tomorrow. So shout out to you, Kubila. Hopefully that it is going all good in your life, and hopefully it's going all good in each and every one of your lives today. We didn't have a guest today. We earlier during the show had a pre-recorded interview with Jonesboro City Councilman Chris Gibson, and Chris Gibson will be up for re-election, I believe, this year. So we want to stay on top of that race. We want to stay on top of all of the races, and of course, we will invite every candidate that is running for office the opportunity to come into the studio for community conversation so that they can let you, the listeners, know what they plan on doing to help make your lives better. So be sure to check each and every one of those out and call in and make your voices be known, because these people, they represent you. It is so important for you to be informed when you step into that ballot box. Speaking of that, we will have Craighead County Clerk Kay Holliday. He's going to be in the studio, I believe, August 22nd. I'm looking at my calendar to confirm that date. Yes, he will be in the studio for community conversations August 22nd. He's going to talk about all of the races that are going to be on the ballot. I believe the ballot will be certified, finalized around the 18th or the 19th, and then he'll be in on the 22nd. We'll talk about all of the races. There's going to be a lot of races on the ballot, so we definitely want to check those out. Like I said, we've got 5 people that are running for mayor. We've got some city council races. We've got a sheriff's race. We have the Craighead County judge race. We have state representative race. We have the U.S. Senate race. And of course, we have the presidential race. So lots of things that you're going to have an opportunity to vote on. We're going to have some acts and some constitutional amendments. For example, we will have the Legal Cannabis Act. Once again, it's an act. It's not a constitutional amendment, but that will be to allow for legal cannabis. We had Gail Raspberry of Arkansas for Compassionate Care. She came on the show to make her case for legal cannabis. And of course, we offer the same opportunity to the other side. If there's anyone out there listening that is against that act, then they can come into the studio and articulate their points as well, because we want to have all sides of the issues. KLK, we don't take a side either for or against anything. We just put the information out there and let you decide, because it's your life, it's your voice is your vote, and your voice matters. So you definitely want to keep yourself informed of things that are going on in the Jonesboro community. And let's go back to news. We are on EEAreport.com, and here it says searchable marriage records online for Craighead County. Craighead County marriage records are going online. County Clerk Kay Holliday said he promised transparency and to utilize technology when he ran for office, and he was happy to announce Wednesday the beginning of a new phase of that. Holliday said available today is access to all marriage records held within the Western District of Craighead County. Eastern District licenses will be live by year end. This will provide instant access to all citizens for various uses over the coming months. Images will be uploaded and data updated weekly until all data is fully cataloged and stored for permanent protection. It is our goal over the coming months to have all data held in this office, DDA, minutes, county court orders, etc., available for public access to increase transparency across the board. Holiday wrote on Facebook. The county clerk told NEA Report he was happy to have the first phase done, but there still is a lot more to do. It will be a huge benefit for the county and the citizens in the long run, as it creates easy access to information that really puts them in control of being able to access anywhere, anytime, and not have to come in during office hours, Holiday said. And that once again comes from NEAreport.com. Searchable marriage records online for Craighead County. So yes, your marriage license and other information that is public knowledge, and to be able to search for that online. Look around, seeing if there's any other news here that we want to talk about as we wind down the show. This is Community Conversations with Campbell. City of Jonesboro, and it says motorists are adjusting to back to school traffic in the city of Jonesboro. First responders. There were 10 auto accidents Tuesday morning. While most of the fender benders were related to rain, city leaders remind residents that children are back on the streets in the mornings. I had to turn my mic off for a quick second. I had to burp. That would have been cool to put that on here. This is not unusual for the first week of school, but we'd like to remind our citizens to be extra careful on their morning commutes when school starts up, Mayor Harold Parent said. It is a little change in routine that might catch them off guard until they get used to it. For the rest of the week, extra Jonesboro police officers have been assigned to morning shifts. We do a heavy concentration around routes to the school the first week so that traffic can get accustomed to the change. Police Chief Rick Elliott said our school resource officers work traffic at each school, and our daily patrol shifts will be in the area around schools. State law makes it illegal to use a cell phone in any manner while driving in the school or construction zone. So he said again, if you're in a school zone, don't use your phone. Hey, that's a wrap. If you're in a school zone, don't use your phone. It is a secondary violation, meaning a ticket will only be written in the event of another violation, such as speeding. Along with state police, that's the big thing that we are pushing this year. E911 Director Jeff Presley said, you won't get stopped for it, but if you are stopped, you can be ticketed. Jonesboro Fire Department finished inspections of all schools last week. Chief Kevin Miller said, we go through all classrooms, make sure the exits are unlocked, the cooking facilities are in order, and the alarm system works. Press released by Bill Campbell of the city of Jonesboro. So it is back to school, and of course, we just want to say when you're driving through traffic, definitely watch out for the kids. Just be alert of things around you. Remember, if that school bus is stopped, you got to stop too. So once again, if that school bus is stopped, you got to stop too. And shout out to all of my teachers. Shout out to all of the students. Shout out to everyone in the education field. I myself, as a former teacher, teaching is definitely one of those jobs in which you have to walk a mile in their shoes to truly understand what they go through. So much respect. And not only that, policing is also a job that you have to walk a mile in their shoes to understand what they go through. Now, I can't say that I walked a mile in the police. Thankless job. And it's not it. Like Police Chief Elliott says, they are testing Saturday, September 17th at the Valley View High School at 8 o'clock a.m. And you need to get your application into the Jonesboro Police Department by 5 o'clock on the 15th. And of course, the process will be a physical test. And of course, more information on what you got to do to pass the physical test is on the website, jonesboropolice.com, or you can call Sergeant Cassie Brown at the police department. Followed by the physical test, there will be a written test. And then after that, if you pass that, you'll go through a background investigation. And if you pass the background investigation, I believe you will go through an interview. And if you get past that, then you will get a conditional offer of employment where you will get a polygraph and a drug screen. So they want to make sure that they have the best and the brightest and the most qualified. Of course, women and minorities are certainly encouraged to apply. And like I always said, we want a police department that reflects the makeup of our community, because like I said, be the change in which you seek. If you want to make a community a better place, then get out in the community and do that, even if it's not becoming a police officer, if it's simply volunteering. There are tons of nonprofit organizations all throughout the city of Jonesboro. Many of them we have right here on Community Conversations. So contact one of these nonprofits and volunteer. In fact, you can volunteer for KLEK because we are a nonprofit owned by the Voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. We can always use your help if you would like to volunteer. In fact, one of the things that we're going to need volunteers, we're going to need volunteers to help pass out flyers for all of our fundraisers at different events. So that's an opportunity that you're interested in. Contact us at 870-277-1080, or if that's not your flavor, once again, there are several nonprofits in the Jonesboro area. Look them up, contact them. They can always use help because it is not easy being nonprofit. But we do it not for the money, because there is not a profit in it. It's not about the money. It's about serving the community and making the community a better place. All right. I'm going to get ready to wind down. I've talked with you long enough. Hopefully you enjoyed me. Hopefully I'll have Kabila back in the studio with me tomorrow. And of course, if you have a nonprofit organization and you would like to be on Community Conversations, then give us a call, 870-277-1080. Once again, that phone number is 870-277-1080 if you have a nonprofit and you would like to be on Community Conversation to let the Jonesboro community know how you are making a difference in the community. We would love to have you. God bless each and every one of you. I've enjoyed you, but my time is now up. And I'm about to get off this microphone. I'm about to get to work. Listen to KLEK on 2.5 FM. Have a great day, everyone.